Hi there, I'm Susan for SusanWinter.net. Thanks for joining me again. I have more questions and answers, and this question is really good because it affects not only our romantic relationships, but our day-to-day relationships with friends and coworkers. It's on bickering. So, AdventureTube writes, "Hey Susan, could you please do a video about bickering, and what are your thoughts about it? And how do we deal with our emotions when somebody is so negative and holds on to everything?" Okay, very good questions. Thanks, AdventureTube. I really like this. Let me start first with bickering because the other is a dispositional trait of a difficult partner type. So, bickering. Bickering comes from irritability. It also comes from resentment. Bickering can also happen when you're off your own schedule. That adds to the irritability. Case in point, you're traveling, international travel, stressful, long, you're not sleeping well, you're in new places, and in traveling or in any situation where you are forced to be with a person for a prolonged period of time, one, you're not on your schedule. Two, you are not having time to regroup and do your own thing and get away from a person. So you become irritable. This can happen with friends. I've known a woman that used to engulf her boyfriend. And I would tell her, catch it before the fight, because she just kept him at the house. No, stay a little longer. No, stay through Monday, stay through Tuesday. She did this with her friends as well. And what happens is the individual wants to gain some freedom and just has to catch a breath to regroup and be where they are. You need your private space to be happy to come back and visit your partner. But when they can't pull away because somebody is engulfing you, or the situation creates an engulfment, that you're traveling together, you're cooped up together, you're working on a project together, this kind of thing doesn't allow for that downtime and the separation to regain your composure. So normally it starts bickering, and then you'd be surprised. You know what people do? Unconsciously, they create a fight. The bickering will get to such a point that a fight erupts, because a fight, it's the guarantee that you can get a separation. I'm mad and I'm leaving. They got what they wanted. All they needed was space. So the quick fix to any bickering, get away from your partner. If you can, get some space. If you're traveling, say, you know what, I'm going to take the afternoon off and go sightseeing. Why don't I meet you back at the apartment or at the Airbnb at 6 o'clock? Make sure that you get some space and give yourself the downtime and the reconnection time so that you're not irritable. And then your partner needs that too. The bickering will stop. Now, what if it's from a resentment? What if it's the part two equation of this, meaning there is an underlying issue that your partner will not let go of? That is very difficult to deal with in a relationship. I'm not going to lie to you. That is a dispositional trait that doesn't allow you both as a couple to move forward, because you're forever held to the past, because your partner is not letting this thing go. So people that have a disposition of needing to hold on to things also need to be right. And they feel this sense of true justification for their hurt emotions that they need to keep telling you about over and over and over again. And whether you're puppy training or you're dealing with a human being, you need to address the bad behavior at the point of the bad behavior. You don't beat a puppy or a dog. Weeks later, years later, you don't beat up your partner. You don't do it. It comes out of nowhere and it's going to backfire. When your partner does this, I strongly suggest, one, you've got to be able to isolate what is the true issue. Is your partner bickering with you because they're really mad over the affair 10 years ago that they said they'd forgive and never did? You guys need to get into counseling. Somebody needs to really move forward. If you're going to try again, try again. And if you're done, you're done. But don't torment each other. What is the real issue that needs to be addressed? Now, if it's been addressed, if it's supposed to be something in the past, remind your partner, hey, we are right now. This is right now. This is our future. This is not a year ago, 6 months ago. That offense you keep harping on is destroying our future. Your partner needs to know that the end result of that is a total breakdown of all the warm and loving and appreciative behavior that you could possibly be sharing with them, because they're not making your job of loving them easy. Sometimes we have to know what the consequences are to be motivated to do something where we are in our habitual state, just want to gripe. Best offer of advice: if you are choosing a partner, choose one that has an agreeable disposition. I did a video on this a long time ago, but underlying disposition has a lot to do with whether you're going to be happy in your relationship or not. There are just plain negative, depressive people. There are people who bond through complaining. And if you're around people like that, it will affect you. If you can change it, if you can change the situation, do so. If you can change the partner because it's unworkable, do so. But bickering and these nagging issues, normally in a short term, can be solved by getting some space and letting each person go off and do their own thing so that they can rediscover each other again in a fresh new space that's in the present moment. Thank you so much for your questions. I love these. They really help me know what you want to be hearing from me. And thank you, all of you wonderful, amazing people I have met through the consultations. Oh my goodness. You know, I can talk to you here, but it's really wonderful when I either see you on Skype or talk to you on the other end of the phone and I realize, oh, I know who you are. I've seen your comments. This is great. So thank you so much for letting me into your life and allowing me to help you. I really appreciate and I honor and cherish that position. So thank you so much. Have a great week. My very best to all of you.